Hi, this is Manoj Bajpayee.
This is John Abraham.
This is Aisha Sharma.
And you're watching
Bollywood
Hungama.
All right, we have the team of Satyamev Jayate finally, and after much persuasion with Milab Zaveri, who's absent right now, but we have with us the star cast, John Abraham, Manoj Bajpayee, and Aisha Sharma. Pleasure having you guys on BollywoodHungama first of all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Faridoon.
And so you have, I think, a very sexy director. How do you just deal with him? Because he is so enthusiastic that there's a lot of
Yeah, a lot of sex oozing out of
100% actually. So
Yeah.
how did you deal with that excitement and that energy?
He's embarrassed.
I think he's the softest director, because when you touch him, I've never seen my finger go to someone president and count from the other. He's so soft.
And now he has lost 35 kgs
Yeah,
of weight.
35 kilos, it's amazing.
Yeah.
He just has to lose about 70 more, but he's good.
70 more. All right, what is your experience, sir?
With Zaveri?
Yeah.
I fought.
He lives and breathes movies.
Yes, I fought a lot with him. Yes, I was the only one who was making his life hell all the time. Because of the nights, because I hate night shooting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and in those night shoots, one night I remember he made me deliver more than 300 lines.
Right.
Yes, so by the end of it, I was completely gone. Completely gone, exhausted. As soon as I got into my car, I went up to sleep. And it was early morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock, and the car was running on highway, and I woke up thinking that I am in my bed.
My God.
It was too tiring. Yeah, so the shootings were quite excruciating, quite tedious, and since I don't do, I'm not so much part of commercial cinema. So many times I used to find things very odd or not so, not to my liking. And he was somebody who's completely convinced what he was making.
Right.
So this is his advantage. This is the advantage of having a director who's completely convinced about what he's making. Okay, and this is where I give him, all 5 stars. He never bowed down to my disagreements,
Right.
to my tantrums, to my anger. Rather, he stuck to his guns.
Yeah, he's totally like, he's even while he talks, you feel like dialogues are just flowing out. He's just coming up with dialogue.
Yeah.
In fact, John Abraham, Aisha Sharma was just telling me a short while back that she saw the making of Dilbar, and she said that John Abraham is talking about Nora Fatehi, that she doesn't have any bones in her body, and he was praising her so profusely that itni तारीफ तो मेरी भी कभी नहीं करी, John. So she has a complaint.
I've never said that ever.
I'm sorry, Aisha
That's
Sharma.
Faridoon using my shoulder to fire his gun.
I'm sorry about that.
चाणक्य की शूटिंग बाद में शुरू होगी. यहाँ पे एक शूटिंग पहले शुरू हो चुकी है.
It's okay, Aisha. It's okay. So I think it's a genuine question actually. It's a genuine question. That so you had such, I think, but I think Dilbar it's all over the place. It's
Yeah, I was
huge.
called for one shot.
Ji.
I went and sat there, and Nora Fatehi fell from over my shoulder, rolled down, went away, and they told me pack up. It was so fast.
Yeah.
So I think Dilbar has done wonders for us, very honestly. And honestly, I think it's better than the original. The remake is fantastic, and collectively we've got close to about 300 million views, which is an unheard of number, at least in my filmography. So we're very excited and we're very fortunate.
And
Right.
look at in the manner it has, prepared the stage for Satyamev Jayate.
Yeah.
Sure.
Before all of us came in, Nora and the song, they both have done, maximum amount of what do you
Damage.
call it? Tracking for the
Damage.
film. She took away all the brownie points actually.
No, she's very enthusiastic about this song. In fact, John was telling me a short while back as well that
Again,
तेरे जैसा
was John saying that or that's okay?
Listen, आप सुनिए तो मेरी बात. तेरे जैसा, he is actually taking off the t-shirt and everything. He has not done in a long time for anyone else.
Yeah.
So even he had certain exclusive aspects for you as well. So,
Yeah, and the t-shirt gets stuck. That's also
the t-shirt
thing.
gets stuck as well. So that's the moment लोगों की एकदम बहुत सी लड़कियों की इनफैक्ट सांसें जो हैं
Yeah,
ऊपर
yeah,
के
I'm
ऊपर।
sure you won't believe it.
लड़कियों
There
की और
are a
लड़कों की
lot
भी,
of
because,
girls I
yeah.
interacted with, obviously,
जी.
who I know in my interaction, and everybody was talking about the song was stuck at that shot where the t-shirt gets stuck.
बताइए।
I was like, you guys should tell that to John. And they are always,
Right.
all of his female fans, I think they're stuck there
Right.
in the song, in that moment.
Alright, so you have a very heavy duty dialogue, Bazi, in the entire promo at least that we have seen. That सच में अच्छे दिन आ गए हैं, लगभग 4200 धर्म हैं इस दुनिया में. So that is one. किलर अपना दिमाग में सिपाही है जो सत्य के लिए लड़ कर की झूठ पर जयते चाहता है. अब तुझे ऐसी मौत मारूंगा कि तू इस जन्म में जलेगा लेकिन दर्द अगले जन्म तक चलेगा. So that's like I think heavy duty dialogue bazi that we get to see in the Bollywood films. But you know, some can say that maybe we have heard certain sort of this sort of dialogue bazi before as well. So what do you have to say to that?
When?
A lot of movies actually.
No,
in
before
terms
this,
of also-
you have only seen these kind of dialogue bazi in Shootout at Vadala. And that was also our film.
That was our film, that was ours only.
And that was written by
and that was written by Milab Zaveri.
All right, so
Yeah.
that's the response that you.
No, so I
after
think
that.
on a serious note, I think you know, realistic films were initially a rarity, and now realistic films have become a commonplace in our industry. It's like हर कोई एक realistic film बना रहा है. I think to a good commercial film, and I honestly say Satyamev Jayate is a good commercial film, is one of those rarities today. And I think we're bringing back the angst and the frustration of society in a commercial space back to our audience and telling them, listen, it's aspirational. Like if a woman feels like her clothes are being taken off by a man by just looking at her and she wants to slap him, it's my character that's doing the job. If there's a corrupt officer who's on duty and who's doing something wrong, then it's his character that's doing the job there of teaching him a lesson. So I think suddenly aspiration has been brought back with a film like Satyamev Jayate, and it's a paisa vasool film. And I think we're getting that angst across by tearing the tire to show the frustration, or you know, taking a door out, or the dialogue bazi that's happening between us. It's just a frustration where we are voicing what's happening in society, or her dialogues at the start when she talks to a minister. You know, it's all our frustration that we are trying to voice through a film, but in a commercial format. And I think you know, when you want to just enjoy on a holiday sometimes, rather than being pretentious about being nationalistic, you really want to just enjoy and have a fun, you know, weekend out. You just want to enjoy. Pick up your samosa, pick up your popcorn, and go and watch a film that will be your money's worth. And I feel Satyamev Jayate is that film.
Okay, and you've said that corruption, the cash line is there as well, that Beman pitega and corruption mitega. But I think apart from corruption, you also have this entire women's safety element as well in the film that maybe is not there in the hook line, but that's part of the film as well. Is one of the features.
I think all the evils that happen in our society is there, and you'll kind of relate with one or the other. It's just that we've presented it in a very commercial way. So because we are tired of watching docudramas, we want to watch a film that's commercial, जिसमें दिलबर भी हो, dialogues भी हो, सब कुछ हो.
जी बिल्कुल.
And you're getting, and Manoj Bajpayee भी हो उसमें. You know, so you're getting everything. You're getting superlative dialogues, you're getting superlative performances, you're getting everything in one film, and you're presenting it that to an audience. And I think, honestly, I think Milap, and to an extent even I've been very fortunate, me and Aisha both have been fortunate that everything has come together, and you know, I could sometimes go wrong in my choices, but when he's concerned, you know, I'm sure he thinks 1,000 times before he picks up something. And in both our cases, we both reacted to the script very organically. We said, this is really nice. And something he said today, which I'm so relieved he said that today, and it's not a prepared speech. We were asked, is Milap a better dialogue writer or a better director? And what he said was, he's actually directed better than he's written the dialogues, and that will catch a lot of people by surprise. A lot of people by surprise, because you're going into this film not expecting much out of Milap, to be honest, to be brutally honest. But you'll come out saying, nahi yaar, usne kiya hai kaam isme. It's fantastic. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, it is. He's a fantastic mainstream dialogue writer. He created his own league when it came to writing dialogues. Now so much so that you would hear some kind of one dialogue and you start saying, oh, this is Milab Zaveri kind of dialogue here. But when you see the film, you realize that this guy is a better director than a very good dialogue writer. Earlier he was only known as a dialogue writer, but now after this people will know him as a good mainstream film director.
Yeah.
All right. Since we're talking about Milab Zaveri, so we have a certain segment that we have dedicated to Milab Zaveri. So we have this quiz called How Well Do You Know Milab Zaveri, and you can win something for that as well.
Hey.
And here's a very fine
Oh, there is a
speaker.
Okay.
So
See, whoever wins it, I am taking it because you've already
You won
won.
already.
Okay.
I don't know the
And he must be having 10.
okay, so it's worth fighting for. Trust me.
See, I fight for anything which comes for free.
No, but you'll have to earn it. You have to earn it, sir. And trust me, it'll be just worth the entire exercise. All right. So, how well do you know Milab Zaveri with Manoj Bajpayee, John Abraham, and Aisha Sharma?
Right.
And whoever knows the answer, so basically, उतना time नहीं है कि आप तो खैर खेल चुके हैं.
हाँ.
You've already played with Tabu, and we got a great response for that.
Okay.
That quiz as well. And in fact, you should see it's there on YouTube as well. And whoever knows it, you can just have to blurt it out.
Okay.
All right. And just take it up from there. Milab Zaveri played the role of a cameraman in which of the following film?
Cameraman.
See, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
He played the role of a cameraman.
Yes. मस्ती ज़ादे, जाने कहाँ से आई है, झनकार बीट्स, मस्ती.
Jhankar Beats.
Shankar Beats.
I'll repeat it once again. मस्ती ज़ादे, जहाँ कहाँ से आई, जाने कहाँ से आई है.
जाने कहाँ से आई है?
So you got it. That's a tukka.
जाने कहाँ से आई है.
So you need to be a bit faster than this.
But just take the cars.
So at least say something. You're not saying anything at all.
Okay.
You got it right?
She puts
Yeah,
him
it's
on.
right,
Yeah,
yeah,
जाने
it's
कहाँ
right.
से आई है.
It's only on the speaker now.
So 1-1, yeah, 1-1.
This is you still have to open your account, sir.
No, even I said Jhankar.
No, you said Jhankar Beats.
आप ले लो मेरा point.
Okay, now this is a very easy one, and you just have to whoever says it first. All right, so Milab directed a short film in 2016. He said it first.
See, I mean,
He said it, so he's quick.
see, you have to set a rule. You are not setting a rule for
No,
it.
sir, but the fact is that we cannot actually. The entire idea in this game
To
is
be quick.
be
Yeah,
quick.
You have to be quick.
Yeah, you have to be quick. You
So
have to
you're
be on the toes,
losing,
sir.
sir. The second game you're losing
see,
again.
I'm senior to them.
In
So
his-
my reflexes are a little slow.
You can be very fast. So try. Okay, now this is very easy as well. This is very easy as well. Milab was a screenwriter in which of the following tele-series? क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहू थी, सुमित संभाल.
He acted in this?
संभाल लेगा, 24 India.
24 India.
She's right.
But you haven't even finished the options and she said it.
But I
what's
got
the-
the answer.
So that's the idea. Sir. That's the idea. So 2-1, and sir has to open his account. Okay, Milab has also written for a Ranveer Singh ad, which is that one, Colgate Max Fresh ad. Ranveer Singh returns.
Ranveer
Singh.
Singh, I said it. I said it.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah.
He said it first.
Yeah, he said
So
it.
1-1-2. So it's heating up. So you're there in the fray, sir.
Okay.
All right. Milab's directorial debut, Jaane Kahan Se Aayi Hai, released in the year 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012.
2010.
She's right. She's right.
He
2010.
said, he said first, 2010.
I.
No, let me be the free. Yeah, 2010.
Did he say
said
that?
first. Yeah, he said.
Did he
first.
say-
Give it to
He
John.
said
Give it to
first.
John.
You know, actually, I would say that she's because it becomes
Yes,
more
you
better.
can't be-
It
you-
becomes
you-
it
you are being
becomes
biased just
I'm
because
not
she's
being
a
biased. I'm not being biased. I heard it first.
Faridoon is allowed to be biased.
I heard it
You're
first.
allowed to be
To be
biased.
honest. No, I'm not allowed to be, but I heard
Sure,
it
sure.
first.
Yeah,
Actually.
okay, okay.
So you'll have to be slightly
Yeah,
louder.
yeah.
I request you that.
Chalo.
Like Ram.
Okay, so
Go for it.
2-2 and 1. Okay,
You
now this
still
one
one thing. You
is-
still can win, huh?
You can still win, sir. All right, this is like really easy. It's a really
Zaveri.
easy. Easy. You just have to be quick on this. Okay, what is the Twitter handle of Milab Zaveri?
Zaberi Milab.
I'll repeat.
मैंने बोला पूरा Z Milab. She said Zaveri Milab. I said Z Milab.
After that, she said.
No.
Did he
She
say?
can't correct herself. That way she can go on correcting herself.
One point to
She
him.
will go on correcting
I think he's right.
herself.
I think he has a point, sir.
Okay.
He has a point. He has a
Z
point.
Milab.
Okay.
Chalo.
Z Milab.
All of them are 2-1. That's
Two,
what I
two.
wanted. That's
Now
what I
last
wanted.
question.
So one question, and whoever gets this wins.
Okay,
wins.
chalo.
Okay.
One sec.
All right.
Take a deep breath. Okay.
Okay, now this is really interesting.
In easy or tough?
You know, I think you can get it.
Okay, chalo, let's try.
I think you can get it easily. All right. In which of the following films Milap has not written the dialogues? He has not written the dialogues.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Jankar Beats, Hey Baby, Houseful 2, Mastizade.
Jhanka Beats. I've got it.
Houseful 2.
Houseful 2.
He was part of that. He was part of that. He was
He didn't write the dialogue Houseful 2. He wrote the dialogue Houseful.
he
Hey,
was
baby.
You keep saying I don't know the houseful and he baby. You're not two.
Houseful 2 was Sajid Farhat.
Oh.
Right. So I think this was, a fantastic quiz, and I think.
But on behalf
Who's
of our
getting it?
viewers,
Who's getting it? Who's getting it? He doesn't need it. Yeah.
And then you'll have to give it. No. So please.
Thank you.
No, please.
So this is
the moment. That's the moment.
You know-
आपको speech भी देना होता है.
अच्छा स्पीच एक स्पीच दे दो आप.
Acha.
साथ में ही होते.
I think thank you so much for giving me the speaker, and thank you Bollywood Hungama for getting 2 more and giving one to Aisha Sharma and one to Mr. Manoj Bajpayee also. Thank you.
So basically, people say that this is the most coveted thing that I've ever won in my life, and thanks to my parents and this and that. So you're not supposed to be saying that you'll be giving it. Now quickly we'll have a few rapid fire rounds. I think that's pretty interesting. And we'll start with Manoj Bajpayee sir, if you allow.
Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty interesting actually. All right, so rapid fire with Manoj Bajpayee. If you could describe these actors in one word, sir. Amitabh Bachchan,
Angry young man.
angry young man.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Sanjay Dutt,
Broody.
Paresh Rawal,
Hilarious.
Nasiruddin Shah.
Greatest.
Okay, all right, so yes or no. Following statements, you have to say whether it is yes or it's a no. Corruption is a part and parcel of democracy.
No.
Nepotism does exist in Bollywood.
Yes.
Casting couch is a reality.
Yes.
Stardom sells over talent.
No.
Civilians can take law in their own hands.
No.
Hindi films lack the essence portrayed in regional cinema.
Yes.
John Abraham loves bikes over cars.
Yes.
All right. And so we have this section called Ye ya Wo within rapid fire. So you have to choose either or O. Or I think he was extremely honest. So thank you very much first of all for that. So you have to choose one out of these things.
Ye ya wo.
G. Facebook या Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay. Ice cream या कुल्फी.
Kulfi anytime.
वड़ा पाव या पाव भाजी.
Vada pav.
56 इंच का सीना या 56 इंच का जिगरा.
दोनों में क्या फर्क है?
एक
अच्छा 56 इंच का जिगरा. I'll go for 56 इंच का जिगरा.
Okay. रामगोपाल वर्मा या अनुराग कश्यप.
राम गोपाल वर्मा.
सेल्फी या ऑटोग्राफ.
Autograph.
सत्या या गैंग्स ऑफ वसेपुर पार्ट 1.
Thanks for Wasipur Part 1.
गैंग्स ऑफ वसेपुर पार्ट 1. ओके.
Oh, wow.
भीकू मात्रे या सरदार खान.
Bhiku Matre.
बिहार या मुंबई.
Bihar.
नीरज पांडे या प्रकाश झा.
Neeraj Pandey.
Okay, if you're on top of a mountain and have to scream out something and assuming that the entire world can hear you, what would you scream, sir?
options are there.
What?
No,
Option नहीं है?
नहीं, option
हैं?
Option नहीं है इसमें.
Rapid fire question.
That's it.
You killed it.
He's killed it.
Okay.
That's it. Your round belongs to you.
That's fabulous.
That's all I can.
Thank you very much. Sir. Thank you very much. You made.
can't scream
It won't be
Bhiku
anything.
Matre.
But you made
100%
it.
not.
You
100%.
100% you made it now. You made the
100%.
rapid fire. That's his headline.
Like your. Okay, so with the lady, if you allow,
Yeah.
John Abraham, you just won. So rapid fire with
Thanks
Aisha
for
Sharma.
adding- You've just won. Okay, yeah.
Rapid fire with Aisha Sharma. True or false? You have to tell us that true or
Yeah.
false. Okay, I thought it was very sexy when John Abraham took off his t-shirt in Tere Jaisa, but what I can confess is that I watched his yellow trunks scene in Dostana on a loop a zillion times.
False.
That's not true. So
No,
is it
that's
Tere,
not
Tere Jaisa that you've seen again and again? Okay, she watches Tere Jaisa again and again. Okay, Manoj Bajpayee. हाँ जी.
No.
Manoj Bajpayee is a terrific actor, but I'm a bigger fan of his sense of humor.
True.
Okay, I didn't want to introduce John with Neha as he's way too hot and I don't want my sister to get distracted.
And false. Yeah, I would happily introduce Neha to John.
Okay, if you could ask one question to the following people, what would you ask? Okay, Karan Johar.
When I'm entering the camp,
Okay, Vicky Kaushal.
I would just congratulate for him for his performance in Sanjaya. That is still
Okay, Amir Khan.
when are we working next together?
When are you working next?
Sorry, when am I working with him?
Oh, okay.
Like,
I
in a
thought
film
she's
together.
done some movie or
Next,
something.
no,
मुझे
like,
लगा दंगल में तुम थी क्या?
nahin, like together. When are we working in a film together?
Okay, if you had to say something controversial and funny right now, what would you say?
Nothing. No, no controversies. Pass.
Okay, just see how he flies. Okay, controversy is his middle name.
Yeah.
That's more adventurous actually, alright?
Okay.
It's amazing, yeah.
React to the following words or phrases with the if you can name as well people from the industry
Yeah.
with following epithets: sexy,
John.
smart,
John.
faux pas,
मनोज बाजपेयी.
Parneeti Chopra.
cerebral,
Pass. Next.
politically incorrect,
Aisha Sharma.
Aisha Sharma. Okay, ये या वो, either or. Okay, इम्तियाज अली या गौरी शिंदे,
Imtiaz Ali.
मनोज बाजपेयी या जॉन अब्राहम,
Both.
मद्रास कैफे या सत्या द बेटर फिल्म,
Satya.
चाय या ग्रीन टी,
Green tea.
ओके डीडीएलजे या शोले,
DDLJ.
जिस्म या धूम,
Doom.
शैरन स्टोन या जूलिया रॉबर्ट्स,
Julia Roberts.
विंडो शॉपिंग या शॉपलिफ्टिंग.
Window shopping.
ओके
मैं तो शॉपलिफ्टिंग में नाम है शॉपलिफ्टिंग.
that's what. It's time for rapid fire with John Abraham. Just see how he flies. Trust me. Okay, so rapid fire with John
Too
Abraham.
much pressure. Huh?
But your middle name is controversial, so you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care.
Okay, if you met the following filmy characters, what would you do? Okay, if you met the following filmy characters: Abhishek Bachchan from Dhoom.
Only from Dhoom?
Yeah, so these are filmy characters specific.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are characters, not the actor. You're meeting the character.
If I met him, I'd probably beat him in a bike race.
Okay, if you meet Amitabh Bachchan from Diwar.
I'd fight him
Oh, okay.
because he's an angry young man.
Okay. If you meet Shah Rukh Khan from My Name is Khan.
I'd empathize with him.
Okay, if you met Tom Hanks from Forrest Gump.
I'd run with him.
Stallone from Rocky.
I'll do gymming with him.
I'd probably be in his ringside. I'd be the towel man.
Okay. One actor from the current generation who you think is the actor for the future.
Name?
Actor, star, anything that name is something that if you could name.
I think Ranbir Kapoor. Yeah, I think from the present generation. Ranbir. Is he present generation or he's also one
Now he's
generation?
on the verge of
Past generation. अच्छा, so present में कौन है?
राजकुमार राव है, विकी कौशल है.
I think
Ishan Khattar has just come.
ईशान खट्टर.
Okay, so I think Vicky Kaushal.
Okay. All right.
Because I'll tell you, a lot of, I mean, he deserves a lot of credit coming from where he has come and proving a point, which is fantastic. So I give him
definitely,
all the
yeah.
credit, yeah.
Definitely. If you have to gift something quirky to the following people, if you have to gift something quirky to the following people, what would you gift? Nikhil Advani.
Nikhil Advani, I'd give him a Restil. He's very hyper, I have to calm him down.
Okay. Aisha Sharma.
Aisha Sharma, I'd give her a nice muffler when she laughs. though I must tell you, we are really
fan of her
her
laughter. Yeah, we are fan of her laughter.
Because whenever she laughs, everybody in the room turns, "Arey, ye kaun hai?" Yeah, like, that's the most beautiful part about her.
Okay. If you have to gift something to Mr. Narendra Modi.
What will I give him?
A chewing gum? Yeah. Chewing gum, just. Well, time pass. Please, sir, time pass करो आप.
I'm saying,
मतलब ऐसे किसी को दे दिया, मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा जो बिजी रहता है उसको कहे कि आप ज़्यादा कुछ मत सोचो, ये
I think if I have to give something to Mr. Modi, I'd give him Parmanu to watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
really honestly, I'd give him Parmanu to watch.
Okay.
It's a film for the people of India.
Just again advertised this to the.
No, I'll give him Satyameva Jayate.
Also,
You know why? Why Satyameva Jayate?
Uh-huh.
Just to see the angst of the people is growing, and they are, they are tearing tired. So please correct the corruption issue in this
Basically,
country. As
you
soon as
also have the
possible.
dialogue with Achhe Din and all those.
सच में
many
अच्छे
people
दिन
are-
आ गए.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, if you have to gift something to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, what would you gift him?
I think I'd gift him an office so he doesn't in the future sit outside his own office and protest.
Okay, all right. Ye ya wo. Okay. Ye ya wo, either or. So you know about that. Okay. John Abraham the producer or John Abraham the actor?
I'd say actor.
Yeah,
David
because-
Dhawan या अनीस बज़मी?
Anis Bajpayee.
मटन बिरयानी या चिकन बिरयानी?
I don't eat non-vegetarian.
I thought
You
so.
can-
But earlier you used
You
to.
can go for pulao, vegetable pulao.
Okay.
Brown rice pulao.
Okay. राबड़ी या फिरनी?
I don't eat either.
No, he's not no sugar person.
Correct.
ये सब चीजें मुझसे पूछनी चाहिए आपको.
Birdman या The Revenant?
The Revenant.
Okay. Dhoom 1 या Dhoom 2?
Dhoom 1 any day.
Wiki Donor या मद्रास कैफे?
See, both are different, but Vicky Donor.
काबुल एक्सप्रेस या न्यूयॉर्क?
New York.
If you were to act in another biopic, who would you choose?
I wouldn't do a biopic. Everybody's doing a biopic today.
Okay.
It's a trend now. It's become a trend.
Okay. One film you want to remake?
I don't want to remake any film right now. Any Hindi film?
Anything. Hindi, English, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I'm not for.
I'm not for a
remaking,
remake. Yeah.
एक बार हो गया, अच्छा हो गया.
Right. Okay, true or false? True or false? Following statements. Since the time I've seen Aligarh, I wanted to tell Manoj that आपको देखकर कुछ होता है.
Seriously, after watching Aligarh, I have a crush on him. Because I think he's a.
That's true.
I think he's a. Did you win the national award for that, Aligarh?
Filmfare or something like that.
No, not. I'm
For
talking about
national awards,
serious
there
awards.
was there was quite a hue and cry.
Because I think honestly, he deserved every award in the world for that. Film.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, and I was so moved by that. I think I told you immediately
Yeah,
when
you
I saw
told
it.
me,
I
yeah.
told him. So
Right. Milab Zaveri is any day sexier than Nora Fatehi.
so false.
So false.
So false.
So false. Like, so false.
even if you take Nora Fatehi out, Milab Zaveri is any day sexier also is false.
My God. Okay. I have seriously contemplated producing Dostana to myself.
Never. I'm not equipped to produce Dostan. I think Karan's a better judge of that film a better producer of that film than I am.
Right, great. So I think he has fared very, very well. Okay, and we'll end this interview on one more last segment, sir. It is basically called "Oh Boy, Yes I Have." Oh God, How Can I? So
Okay.
basically, that if you've done something, so you say that "Oh boy, yes I have."
Yeah.
And if you haven't, and you find it like outrageous, and you feel like just walking
How-
out of the
oh
show,
God,
like
how can I?
Oh God, how can I? So it's not that bad.
Oh boy,
but-
yes I have, and oh God, how can I?
G. Oh boy, yes I have. Oh God, how can I? With Manoj Bajpayee, John Abraham, and Aisha Sharma. Has a fan ever pursued you to date him or her? Has it happened?
But that's the fan, not us, no? Oh boy, yes I have.
Yeah. So it's basically if the fan has pursued you.
Oh boy, yes I have.
What about you, Aisha Sharma?
If the fan has pursued them,
G.
Oh boy, no, it's not happening.
God,
Oh
how
God,
how can I?
Oh God, how can I? Got away with a speeding ticket?
Oh God, how can I?
Oh God, how can I?
Oh God, how can I?
Okay. Have hit on a co-star?
I've only had one co-star, and
Okay.
John. I've not hit on him. So, oh boy, how can I?
Oh God, how can I?
Oh
What
God,
about
how
you, sir?
can I?
Oh God, how can I?
I've hidden a co-star. I'd say, oh God, how can I? Shocking, but really, oh God, how can I?
Have you been hit on by a co-star?
Oh boy, yes I have.
What about you, sir?
Oh God, how can
You are not doing it. Someone else is.
oh God, yes, I have.
Oh boy, yes.
Oh boy.
Irrelevant for me again. Oh boy, how can I?
One film.
It's a one non-controversial.
Yeah.
Arey, but I want only one film.
Okay. Rejected a sequel to a film. Have you rejected a sequel to a film?
Oh boy, yes I have.
What about you, sir?
Oh God, how can I?
I would say, boy, yes I have. So
Yeah,
many
so
sequels.
many,
So
yeah.
many.
You have rejected.
So many.
Okay, so it's not applicable, huh? Did a film only because the producer was paying well?
Did what?
Did
Only
a film
the
only
was
because
paying well?
the producer was paying well?
Yeah.
Oh boy, yes, I have.
boy, yes, I have.
Mine, to I'll emphatically say, oh God, how can I? Because I did a bad film and the producer didn't pay me also. So like really bad.
Regretted working with someone?
Oh boy, yes I have.
Oh boy, yes, I have.
She's
Oh boy, yes, I have. Yeah.
Oh, you
But
were first
no,
film.
not
how
film wise, right? Just work
really
wise.
working with
Achha,
us?
okay, yeah.
No, just modeling wise.
Okay.
A lot of work.
ठीक है, honey, because I think we need to. Okay, slept between takes?
As in alone, you mean, no?
How obviously.
Oh boy, yes I
have.
have. Yeah.
So many times.
I've slept in a take also.
In the take as well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Oh boy, yes I have.
Yeah.
Okay. Forgot lines between takes, like while the takes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yes I have.
Oh boy, yes,
Oh
I have.
boy, yes, I have.
Pranked on a co-star.
Oh boy, yes
Oh boy,
I have.
yes, I have.
Rejected a film because of a co-actor.
Oh boy, yes I have.
Oh boy, yes, I have.
Okay, all right.
And in the future also, it's going to be oh boy, yes
Oh
I
boy,
have.
yes, I have. Yes.
Slept during a premiere of a film.
Oh boy, yes I have.
Oh boy, yes, I have.
Finally, lied to a producer and actor about their work that you've liked something that you
Oh
did
boy,
not.
yes, I have.
Oh boy, yes I have.
What about you? What about you? You have?
Yes, I have.
Oh boy, yes I have. So I think that is extremely honest. I think
Yeah.
segment from all of you. I think सत्यमेव जयते सही माने में आप लोग
नहीं हम
So,
लोग
yeah,
सही
we're
कहते हैं कि
taking it
बहुत
very
ज्यादा जो है
seriously.
सही मायने में हम लोग वो क्या
stand for
कहते
it.
हैं
Brand ambassadors.
हाँ ब्रांड एम्बेसडर
Seriously, I'm not just saying this, but when I heard the script, I fell for it.
You said that
And
during our interview.
I was just hoping that he would react organically the way I did, and correct me if I'm wrong, he loved it. So I think somewhere, I think Milap doesn't even realize what a good film he has and he's made.
Right. So you're confident of.
Yeah, what you was watching in what you watched in the trailer
Ji.
and one or two teasers that
Is
they
what
have.
the
it-
problem?
yeah, I mean,
Tip
I
of
would
the
say
iceberg.
it's just tip of the iceberg. There are so much. There's so much more to Satyameva Jayate, which people will find out when they watch the film in theater. John, the whole action part of John, definitely they highlight, but according to me, the conflicts between the characters,
I think
and
that's the
twist,
highlight.
yeah, twist and turn, all of this and the lines, the kind of lines he has given to both the characters is amazing.
I've just received this press release that Sultan is releasing in China 11,000 screens with 40,000 shows a day. You guys are coming with gold. So if we have more screens, I think there's so much more that people, so many more people can possibly
Yeah.
watch a film, and even the business can like just mushroom like anything.
Yeah.
What do you think that possibly, what exactly can be done? Because China, the way it is growing, it was around 25,000 screens around 2 years back. Now it is 45,000 screens, and it is being said that by the end of this year there will be around 60,000 screens.
And how many screens do we have?
For Hindi, 5,000, and
Just imagine.
it's not growing.
I think less
It's
than
not
5,000. I think we need to increase the number of screens. So basically, if you're asking me, in tier 2 and tier 3 and tier 4,
Ji.
what you popularly call as single screens,
Ji.
because India is developing at a very fast rate, we have to build something called mini plexes. That's convert the single screen
Into
two screen shows, where you give an emerging middle class population the experience of an overall enjoyment in the evening when they can go out.
Right.
And that's what's missing. So once you get the families in, once you build those, you can increase your number of, you should increase 2,000 to 3,000 screens a year in
He
India.
has a point,
Definitely.
because what will happen that if you are converting a single screen to two small mini screens,
Ji.
then the maintenance charges will be less. When the maintenance charges will be less, the ticket rates will be less. Here, what is the lowest denominator? He stopped going to the theatre, and also for that reason, single screens are reducing. So many places I go to Bihar. So many great cinema halls, so many great single screens, they are shut down. I mean, I have such great memories of watching films on those single screens. Now they are nowhere there. You only see those dilapidated structure lying down, and just the memories are left. The other day I was watching a documentary on Mughal-e-Azam releasing the first day of Mughal-e-Azam, and you see 5-kilometer long line.
Yeah, that's true.
And that kind of euphoria
Doesn't exist
It
now.
doesn't exist. Doesn't exist because now the cinema was everywhere earlier, in the nook and corner of this country. Now those cinema halls are gone. The accessibility to cinema halls has become very, very difficult for the people. And yes, wherever the cinema halls are there, they are quite expensive.
So, in fact, Ajay Devgan, I've spoken to him several times, and he said that he has taken over a few single screens
Yes, yeah.
in UP and various places, and he is converting them into new screens. So, do you think that more and more actors they should take initiative for?
Yeah,
something
so
like this?
yeah, I'm going to be doing that myself in the Northeast.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because I think that's a developing area and our films don't really reach out there.
Right, Northeast man.
Yeah. So, and I think honestly, to validate his point, I think first of all, the concept of 50 days, 75 days, 75, it's all over.
Ji.
We need to get that cinema culture back, and we need people to go in and watch, and I think we've got some way to go. And the sad part is today the concept of 100 crores in your first 3 days is the biggest misconception that most, including all of y'all, y'all run these numbers that are fed into the minds of people, that such bad films do 100 crores in the first 3 days because of releasing in a PVR Jew or a PVR Saket, where the ticket price is $5,000. People come in. What happens on a Monday? The film crashes. What happens to the audience? The audience feels cheated. But what happens? The producer has a success party when nothing is really successful. The producer has cheated his audience, and nothing is successful, and he's pleasing his actor by saying, you've done 100 crores, I have made sure you've done it. Everybody has failed. And who suffered the most? The audience.
Even the distributors.
Of course, they go bankrupt.
Of course, they go bankrupt.
Don't look at a film. I would say change the concept of looking at a film's first 3 days now. Look at the run of the film and look at the credibility of the film. Very important.
Right.
Hi, this is Manoj Bajpayee,
This is John Abraham.
This is Aisha Sharma.
and you're watching
Bollywood
Bollywood
Hungama.
Hungama.